Saturday night saw the first AFL-sanctioned women's football match played at the MCG between Melbourne and the Bulldogs. There were two drafted women's teams featuring the best players from throughout Australia. And leader sports journalist Chris Cavanagh was on hand. Chris, how you going?
Yeah, good, thanks, Cody.
Firstly, Chris, who won and who were some of the better players for the teams?
Yeah, so Melbourne won the game by 32 points, which was a bit of a blowout in the end, but yeah, they broke away in the second half. It was a game of 4 15-minute quarters, and as far as better players go, we had Daisy Pearce as best on ground.
She was the number one draft pick, wasn't she?
Number one draft pick, and Darebin Falcons skipper. She also captained Melbourne, and she had 28 touches, which was a very good effort in a 60-minute game. While Chelsea Randall took 9 marks for Melbourne, and she was also very good at cross-half forward, and as was Ellie Blackburn, who kicked the first goal of the game and had 11 touches in the first half.
How did the crowd embrace women's football, Chris?
Yeah, so by the end of the game we had 7,518 spectators at the ground, which was bigger than some GWS crowds, you could say.
That's right, excellent.
But yeah, they very much got behind it. There was a good crowd there at the start of the game, and a lot of support for a lot of the Victorian Women's Football League players who were among everyone from across the country.
And the players, Chris, they were from all over Australia. How much talent is there in the women's game at the moment? And were you impressed?
Yeah, I think it's growing. There was quite a bit of talent out on display on the night, as I mentioned, with the few players there. But there are 136,000 women playing AFL football across the country. A lot of them are Auskick, but it is growing, and it's good to see. And I think the AFL was quite impressed as well with the standard of the game.
And I believe they're pushing for a live, fully televised national women's competition by 2020. Yep.
Yeah, that's talk. Who knows if it's going to happen, but hopefully it does. There's certainly a push for it, and it would be good to see.
And I believe a Melbourne AFL player's sister was fairly impressive on the night. What can you tell us?
Yes, Bronwyn Davey, sister of Aaron, who plays for Melbourne, was in the Melbourne colours on the night. She plays for Greenacres in the South Australian Women's Football League, 32-year-old, and had a few touches across half forward.
Excellent, and this game was probably the main highlight of AFL Women's Round, which was an incredible success. And Chris, you'll be writing a feature article which will appear in the Northcote and Preston Leaders this week, as well as on localfooty.com.au, so we're looking forward to that.